That's full time at the Emirates. It's Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 2. It's another draw for Arsenal, their 13th league draw of the season. A very weird game, to be honest. It didn't feel like either side really deserved to win it, but I have to say, in that second half, I thought Palace were by far the better team. They responded really, really well to going behind so early. It was a Jakub Kiwior header in just the 3rd minute. Martinelli won a free kick out on the left-hand side, and Ødegaard obliged with a lovely ball, lovely free kick, straight onto the head of Kiwior, who really powered the header home. It was a beautiful finish. I don't think really we can have any complaints about the Palace equaliser. As I say, Palace responded extremely well, almost straight away. And that was the story of the first half. I mean, obviously Arsenal went in ahead at half-time through a very fortunate Leandro Trossard effort. We didn't see much from anybody else. We didn't see much from the likes of Declan Rice, and I think talk about the fact that Raheem Sterling started the game. I think the less said about him in an Arsenal shirt is probably the better. Having said that, look, I mean, Arsenal had opportunities to go, 3-4-1 up in that first half. They could have done in the second half as well. But I just want to go back to the Palace equaliser, where Eze, slightly fortunate, to be honest. It was from a corner, arrived on the edge of the box, and he just hit it straight into the ground. And it somehow squeezed for a sea of bodies, hit the inside of the post and went in. So for whatever reason, maybe Arsenal's luck wasn't in tonight, but listen, we've said that many times this season, and it's not where Arsenal have been on the wrong end of the refereeing decisions, of sort of a lady luck really. And tonight, Arsenal just didn't play well enough. It was a drab, slow game. It just really felt like one of those games where both sides had eyes elsewhere, different and more important priorities. Nonetheless, Arsenal did go in 2-1 up at half-time for Trossard. It was one of those goals where it just squeezed through and deflected in past Henderson, who I thought, apart from that, had a brilliant game, made some really excellent saves in the second half. But Arsenal should have won this game. They had a goal disallowed later on in the second half. Bukayo Saka came on as a substitute, and Timber was adjudged to have hooked the ball from out of play back in to play. And Martinelli taps it in, obliged, but apparently the ball went out of play. I couldn't really see it on the replays. In the press box, we have the benefit of the replays immediately. However, there wasn't much. I wouldn't say there was much of a unequivocal outcome there. So how they came to that conclusion that the ball was definitely out of play, I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. Saka probably should have put us 3-1 up. Martinelli got on the end. He went on the left-hand side on the outside of Munoz, beat him, put in a lovely cross for Saka. But again, Henderson with a fantastic save, parried it over the bar, out for an Arsenal corner. Nothing came from the resulting corner, but the Palace equaliser came from an Arsenal mistake. It was a rare William Sleeve mistake. Miscontrolled the ball on the edge of his own box, trying to pass it back to Jakub Kiwior, and was robbed. And Mateta duly obliged with a wonderful finish. Lobbed Raya, who was obviously off his line given his starting position, as usual. And that was it, really. Palace might have won it. They really might have, and perhaps should have won that game later on. And as I say, Palace played brilliantly. They're a really good side. Again, there's not much we can really complain about that from an Arsenal, from this game in particular, from an Arsenal perspective. It simply didn't play well enough, and it was another poor performance at home. And it feels like this season's fizzling out, and it has fizzled out. We know that. A loss tonight would have given Liverpool the league title, and it nearly came to that. They can obviously do that now on Sunday against Spurs, of all people. So for the second season in a row, Spurs were involved in a game which decides that Arsenal don't win the Premier League. So, obviously it's a little bit different this season because Liverpool have been, out in front for months and months. Although, we don't really know how next season will go. But given the fact that Arsenal have done this for 2 seasons in a row now and not won the league, again, last season it was close. So it was 2 points separating Arsenal and Manchester City. But I'm rambling. But this is, you can see that my frustrations are evident, particularly after drawing yet another Premier League game. Arsenal 2, Palace 2 on the night. I'll be back here for PSG next Tuesday. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. But yeah, see you later, guys.